Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. So today we will continue our lecture in the week 6. Firstly, welcome to the online class. You're gonna have online class until the end of semester. It is a good thing and a bad thing, but anyway. So today we're gonna continue with the science communication. A bit of recap. Previously we did science communication. Before scientific communication. Prior to that, we had sociology of science, history and philosophy of science, and as well as introduction to science and technology studies. So today we're going to discuss about science communication. Initially, if you remember previous lecture, we were discussing about scientific communication. Scientific communication is basically about communication within the scientific community, so between scientists and scientists. So today we're going to discuss about science communication, which is we're going to discuss about it later, right? So in this lecture we have about 9 objectives. So we will learn about the definition of science communication, key components in science communications, scientific literacy, media and activities of science communication, a brief history about involvement of scientists in science communication, scientist communicator versus science communicator. What are they? Challenges faced by scientists in communicating science, why we need science communication, and science communication in social media. It looks like a lot. So as usual, I've tried to summarize for you, which are this. So this is going to be the guideline throughout this lecture. Let's start with definition. So have a read. I give you about 10 seconds. So shall we read it together with you? So science communication, SciComm, I don't usually call it SciComm, may be defined as the use of appropriate skills, media, activities, and dialogue to produce one or more of the following personal responses to science: the Bible analogy, AIOU, A for awareness, E for enjoyment, I for interest, O for opinion, U for understanding. This science communication may involve science practitioners, mediators. Oh, you cannot see that. So basically, general public and either peer-to-peer or between groups. This is quite a lengthy definition, if you ask me. For me, the main take-home message for you to know is science communication is basically a practice of informing, educating, sharing, and raising awareness of science-related topics. Okay, so you use certain platforms such as, you can say, appropriate skills, media, activities, and dialogue in producing all of these effects in an individual. So the effects are awareness, enjoyment, interest, opinion, and understanding. Awareness is hoping that through science communication, the person will become familiar with the new aspect of science. Enjoyment is hoping that they will appreciate science as entertainment or art. Interest, hoping that they will have a voluntary involvement with science or its communication. Opinion is hopefully by science communication, people who are exposed with this information will be able to form reforming or confirming of science related attitudes, and also definitely understanding of science, its content, processes, and social factors. So this next sentence, the last one, I'm just gonna give it a bit of summary, like in a key component in science communication. So if you look at this, you have initially you can see just like two components, right? Science and public. So you have, but actually you also have the one in the middle, which is the mediator. So, okay, right. So, you cannot see the picture. So public is basically people, like anyone with everyone in the society which has their own needs, their own interests, their own attitudes. They have different background and level of knowledge. People, so they are basically non-expert in a particular field. That's how we usually call what public is. Whereas science is people who directly involved in science, the scientists. Well, you guys are definitely people in science. but you can also be people in public. So yeah, these people in the middle is actually the mediator, the middleman. They could be media, they could be science communicators, and they could be science journalists. You're gonna learn about the science communicators later on. So that's basically the key components in science communication who are involved: public and scientists, and also the mediator. Next, we're going to learn about scientific literacy. So what is scientific literacy? So scientific literacy, you can see this is like a whole chunk of paragraph from one journal article that I found. Is that scientific literacy is a high priority for all citizens, helping them to be interested in and understanding the world around them, to engage in the discourse of and about science, to be skeptical and questioning of claims made by others about scientific matters, to be able to identify questions, investigate, draw evidence-based conclusion, and to make informed decisions about the environment and their own health and well-being. I don't usually like this kind of slide, so I hope you guys are doing this. I'm not sure this is also helpful, but so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 4 definition, 4 details of scientific literacy. So basically, if you are scientifically literate, you should be interested in understanding the world around you. You are concerned, like currently we are in coronavirus pandemic. You are concerned about it. You read about it. You engage in a discourse about coronavirus. So you discuss with your family, with your friends. You're skeptical and questioning about the claims made by other scientific matters. So like if you watch news, Trump said that you can just inject disinfectant to treat the coronavirus. So you have to be skeptical and questioning all these claims, and that's definitely false. You should also be able to identify questions and investigate, draw evidence-based conclusion, and make an informed decision about the environment and your own health well-being. Like now, you should do a lot of personal hygienic social distancing. Why? Because you have learned and studied, you have been informed of all the information why you have to do this. So now, media and activities of science communication. So you have newspapers publishing articles related to science, health. You also have science fiction novels that, this, I'm not really discussing presenting stories related to science. It could be fiction, but most of them has some basic science in it. Not basic science, it is based on science. Science magazine like Cosmics, New Scientist. You also have TV programs, documentaries, sci-fi drama series. Yes, I was really a hit back in 2000s when I was at school. And science fiction and biography movies like The Interstellar, Theory of Everything, and Contagion, which is a movie that you definitely want to watch during this pandemic. Science events, open day. There are a few carnivals that has been done in Malaysia, but it was quite rare. Sometimes it is organized by universities. Science centers and museum. We have that one is a picture of National Science Museum, and citizen science. So what is citizen science? Oh my god. It's basically a participation of public in collaboration of scientific research through citizen science. So public can contribute to monitor the whatever. It could be environment like this. You can see a picture people taking a data on, could be their environment, could be like a, I don't know, samples of the water in the lake, could be. But yeah, if you know Water Warriors, they also do a lot of citizen science activities, so you can join them if you have any extra time. But not sure how you can do it. You can do it later, not in this semester. Okay.